One thing a book can do is it can create a relationship. You spent 2 hours with this financial advisor who just poured their heart out to you, and you feel like you know them.
I find it interesting today where AI is becoming more and more prevalent, and you think about the value of a book. And I'm going to make the case, I'm going to argue that a book has become even more valuable for a financial advisor than before. And here's the reason is that information is everywhere. I don't need a financial advisor. If I, want to understand the difference between a Roth conversion and a 401k or whatever it is, I'm going to go to ChatGPT and say, tell me what the difference is, right? And so the purpose from my mind in a book is, yes, there's information, yes, there's education, but it's ultimately a couplefold. One, it's how well you can communicate that to your ideal reader so that they're not just getting information that's ubiquitous and everywhere, but they're seeing their own situation inside the story. And so, it's when you can hold up a mirror to someone and they can see, wow, that I'm actually going through that, which then naturally leads them to become more interested in the actual information that can help them solve their problem or help them get to where they want to go. So that's one theme. I'm going to give you the second theme and you can expand on either one or both. The second reason why I believe that a book has become even more valuable today, despite AI, is that we're always looking to see who can I trust, right? And and financial advisors are flat out in the trust business. What's the difference between me doing it myself, working with a robo-advisor, me choosing a financial advisor, or anything else? It's that I need to understand that this person understands my situation and that I can trust their judgment, right? And a book, short form book that we specialize in, to me is one of the fastest, best ways to be able to communicate to your ideal reader / prospect / client that this is who I am, this is who I help, and these are the things that I believe, and this is why. And when they're able to see that in this long form, which, takes maybe 1 or 2 hours to read, and people do read when they're looking to make a good decision, especially the advisor who can impact the next 30 years of their life, they will read. I mean, flat out, they will read. And so this is one of the best ways to establish what your point of view is in a public realm, and to give your ideal reader / prospect / client the ability to, on their own terms, understand who you are, so that when they actually come to you and say, hey, I'm looking for an advisor, they're already essentially sold in advance of actually ever meeting you. So those are my big picture theories, and love to get your thoughts and reaction to either or both.
Yes. A book 100% established trust and faith in a person who took the time to bring their own perspective of financial planning, financial advising, the financial world even, not just advising or planning, but finances, money that makes the world go round. A book puts it in a place where somebody knows you've taken the time because you wanted to create a resource that helps people. And it's not the bottom line, because, a book doesn't really make somebody a ton of money.
I'm going to reframe that.
Yeah.
Royalties do not make people a ton of money, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
saying I'm going to
exactly.
publish my book, it's going to go on Amazon, and I'm going to get rich with royalties. No, that's a losing game.
It's the cheaper way to get advice. But for me, someone reading a book and hearing the stories and knowing you've been in the trenches with people and that you have walked people through various stages of life, that they can see themselves in those, they can really trust, oh, this person will have my best interest at heart. They have walked through this with other people, and I need someone who's going to walk through this with me. And that's what I see time and time again with our authors, is that they show why this is so personal for them. So many of our authors, they have the story about why they are doing the work that they do, what inspired them to write the book, and why it's basically because of the person reading. And 9 times out of 10, our authors are just wanting to help people thrive and grow and know what's available to them. And a book shows that trust, and then the client picks up the phone and calls you. They don't want to do it on their own. They're not going to read a book and then try to go find a checklist to go do this on their own. They're going to be like, this person's amazing. Look at all the people they helped. I don't even want to read the details. I just know this person can help me. So they're going to pick up the phone and call you. And if you can't help them, you have a referral for them. But mostly, hopefully, you're the one that can help them.